we live? Are we live in it? She's dancing.
Take it away, Tate.
She be dancing, she be dancing, she be dancing. Alrighty. We got stuff going on. Yummy.
So that we're not repeating ourselves 100 million times, I think I'll wait maybe for a few folks at home to join in on the TikTok live stream, because I know we get more comments on the TikTok live stream. Hello, Christine. I'm going to wait for some of the homies to join over there so we can say what we're eating, so that we're not then repeating ourselves answering that question.
We the homies. That looks good. Are these both the same mariners? All right. Oh, she's just warming up, fellers.
Okay. Okay. Today we have prepared some chicken wings.
A variety of chicken wingle bingles.
A plate of bingles here.
That's right, we're binging them.
And today I have prepared for us some
homemade
mozzarella balls, I guess.
She's balling, yeah.
I was trying to think.
If you hit that first.
No, I just noticed that there was something on my finger and it startled me.
Oh dear. That damn finger startle. I hate when that happens.
But it's like technically like mozzarella sticks, like they should be called like fried mozzarella sticks or something, because
they should.
Because a mozzarella stick, because I took like mozzarella balls and then coated them in breading and seasoning, and then
the little mini balls.
And then I put them in the air fryer. So yeah, we're gonna give those a try while they're nice and hot and fresh, because I literally just took them out of the air fryer. See, some of them could have actually gone longer.
Yeah, but you didn't want just a pile of cheese in there. We have 2 air fryers, and we never use them. But now maybe we'll break them back out.
Oh, because we got this little thing of mozzarella pearls at the store the other day, and then I forgot about them until today, and I was like, ooh, I want to make sure I use them all up before it goes bad.
Yeah.
And so I under-anticipated how long it was going to take to bread them all.
A lot of little balls going on there.
Took me a long time to get.
She was having a ball.
To get all the balls breaded and.
Yeah, fresh mozzarella.
Those look really good. So yeah, we thought we were gonna be on at 7. It's 8:15.
We got a little delayed with the. Going in for some wings and things.
But what I was gonna say is I made them in the air fryer. So they're just so greasy when you do them in grease.
Yeah.
Or oil or whatever. And so
sometimes when I make them, I bake them. But you gotta avoid baking them too, because they'll ooze out on you.
Well, I think air fryers are essentially just like small ovens. I think it's like the same
But
thing.
I think they're faster. I think they're more like a convection oven. What's the backdrop? It's a rose garden. More concentrated heat, yeah. Kind of like a microwave, right? You know, it's more concentrated and they cook a little differently.
So, definitely need to learn how to... there was 3 batches of them. The first batch I did for 10 minutes.
Maybe the darker ones.
And the cheese just about all oozed out. But they're this nice golden color, you know?
They got a nice color.
But there ain't much cheese inside of them.
Oh, so
It all
they're more of a
oozed
bread
out.
ball. Okay.
And then these ones I did for like 5 minutes. And they're not as golden.
I think it depends too, like if they're frozen from start or...
Oh, right.
You know.
I forgot. The first round of them were frozen.
Yeah.
The other 2 weren't. I was kind of setting myself up for...
Choose experiment.
Did you spray them with oil before baking them? I did not, but now that you say that, I do remember seeing a video where someone did that.
Yeah.
Is there a significance to... Are you supposed to spray like a lot of things in the air fryer?
Probably. Just a little spritz, maybe. And we have a lot of olive oil. We should probably get a spray bottle to put it in.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Helps brown them.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably just needed to put them in for like 2 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes and spray them, and they probably would have been.
Thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, look at that, an empty ball. Look at that. Anybody want to peek?
That's how I usually leave them. Ka-chow.
You know, I used to be a real, like, news person, you know, like real news, though. I like to hear it from the horse's mouth. I, like, almost, like, can't stand to see it anymore. There is never any good news. We have to make our own good news. People have gotten nuts out there. They're just crazy.
Not me personally. I have lady parts, but there are people with nuts out there.
No, I mean, people are just crazy. You know?
A lot of crazy people do have nuts as well, so it's...
True, yeah. So there you go.
Guys, exciting stuff happened today. So, last night, when we were live streaming, last night when we were on with you guys, we were having dinner last night or whatever we were doing, little Miss Tatum, I didn't even know, snuck into my room and left me a little chocolate present.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't something you'd put in your air fryer.
So, okay, hear me out. Tatum is smaller than most cats.
She just cut up when you said that. You talking about me?
And so, I know people have different opinions on this, but we've mentioned it before. She does have a pee pad. Does she use it every time she goes to the bathroom? No. But a lot of small dogs, it's hard to get them fully house trained anyway.
Well, she's house trained to the pad when we're in the house if we don't have time to
And
get up.
so, well, that's what we strongly reinforced pad training her, so that if she really, like, had to just go whenever she wanted in the house, whatever, or if we're gone for a while, she always, always, always goes on the pad.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize, what I reflected on last night, I think one of our lights was on the corner of her pad last night.
I think the cord went like across over it, not touching it, but across it,
And so she like couldn't fully go on the pad. So in my bedroom, I have to have a rug for her to jump on and off my bed.
yeah,
And
because of her little legs.
because she'll like slip because the floor is hardwood, so she likes to have like a little rug to jump on and off, so she doesn't just, when she jumps off, doesn't just slide, you know. The little rug that I have is about the same size as the pads that she has. And she, for dinner, had a cheeseburger from my brother's house. And he made them on the grill, or whatever. And he made it specifically for her, like, without any seasonings or anything like that.
But there could have been seasonings on the grill from the other burgers, too.
So, you know, we are eating, and if the folks at home are eating us too, I'll try to keep it, you know, pleasant talk. But I think it went through her a little quicker than she may have been able to hold on to. So, after the live stream last night, I wasn't expecting it to be there, because she usually doesn't go number 2 at night like that, either. So, anyways, long story short, I stepped in. Another long story short, I threw away my socks that I was wearing. I just threw away the rug. It was a $20 rug, you know. I said enough's enough.
And she had already washed it a few times and stuff. It wasn't like it was brand new.
No, I've had it for quite a while. So I do apologize for this story, because I had to lead up with this to share my excitement for the new rug that I got today.
Super cool.
I'm very excited, I love it. I got a new rug today, guys. Exciting stuff. I got it in, like, the children's department at Walmart.
Super cute.
It's a little jungle themed.
It is cute.
It was $22. Tatum loves it. I love it.
I love it.
And I don't think she's going to have any kind of confusions with this one.
Yeah.
Because it's much bigger than the pad this time. I was thinking about that when we got home.
Yeah, this is clearly a rug. It's not just a little mat.
Because Tatum really doesn't have accidents in the house. The majority of times that it's been is if we've ever gotten a rug about that size and whatever, like about the same size as the pillow pad, which you can't blame her. She'll go over and confuse it for him and be like, oh yeah, didn't you put this down for me to go on or whatever? This one's nice and big. So it was, I think, 36 inches by 50 inches or something.
Yeah, it's big.
So yes, I don't think there will be any confusion.
No.
That was my big.
Well, on that note.
Gotta go, you gotta go.
On that note.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't.
So
trying
the
to make
old
the chat
adage of
nasty.
sometimes, you know, you only get what you pay for. Well, when I was looking for things to put in their Easter baskets for Easter, that's a good time to find Easter basket. The Easter things is, you know, when it's Easter and all. So we saw on the clearance rack at TJ Maxx. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. I remember they used to be on like those like TV QVC kind of shows, you know. There's a thing you can attach to your hose to wash your car. And they had one there. It was on clearance on the box, you know. I was like, yeah, that'll be cool, you know, make it even easier to do quick washes on the car, you know, don't even have to get out the bucket. You know, it's got the thing you put the soap and all that stuff in. So we're all excited. Finally today we said, oh, we have time. Let's wash the car today, right? And we're going to get out our newfangled tool that we got for $12 on clearance, right? You know, one of those as seen on TV kind of products. So I'd get out the hose and hook it up to the spigot on the house and all. And Megan's getting the other end, going. So for $12, you get this contraption that's missing a part.
Oh.
Fortunately, I did save my receipt, so that will be one of the errands for tomorrow, will be to return that. And I was really kind of sad because we thought we finally had a day that we had the time to do it, and it was, you know, nice out, and we're both going to go out there and experiment with our new hose-a-ma-dingy thingy, you know. That's going back. I guess it'll be back to the bucket for us. Back to the bucket
I
list.
couldn't get the hose, because really, it was just a regular, like, hose head, but it had this attachment that you filled, like, with soap, and then
Yeah.
it had another nozzle from there that made it like a soap sprayer. But really, at the connection, it was just like you would put a normal.
Well, supposedly there's
hose
something
head
about
on.
the way it comes up through there. It does something.
Right,
with
but
the
so
soap.
what I was saying is it shouldn't have been complicated to connect it to the hose.
Right.
But it was like missing,
missing
a piece.
The
It was
piece
weird.
that goes from the contraption to the hose. And so, because I got out the little diagram, it had, the instructions and all, and I'm counting all the pieces that are supposed to be in there, and there's like 10 different things or whatever. And of course, we were down one. And we identified the piece that was missing. What are we having? We're having chicken wings. And also, Megan made some delicious homemade mozzarella balls.
Yeah, they didn't come out as great as.
They're going to be better, even better the second time. But I mean, does it get any better than that?
I don't think I'm making them again.
Well, we have some in the freezer that are already made. That wouldn't try experiment with those in the air fryer.
I realized that after I went to grab something. I think maybe when you grabbed the wings or something, I looked in. I was like, oh. We had frozen mozzarella sticks. I'm just gonna rinse my hands really quick.
Yeah, they do get sticky. We're winging it. Hello, everybody. How is your night going? How is everybody's night going? Meg's just washing her sticky fingers, but they're gonna get sticky again. So my son ordered all the pieces and parts we need for our new fence. So I'm really excited about that. I don't think it'll be all done by Mother's Day, but I think he wants to do the gates like really special. So I think the rest of it will be done except for the gates by then. Ugh.
Guys, I saw this video. This girl who's like a real gymnast, workout freak, whatever.
Kind of like you.
Kind of like me. And she did this like mobility, whatever, agility type test, whatever. And I've seen these types of videos before where it's just kind of like a sequence of like moving and like I've seen like hip mobility ones before where it's like if you can like like sit down, cross your legs, like get up on your knees and like do that without like using your hands and like that kind of stuff. And that I'm like easy peasy. But this one was more of like a squat, lean, grab your foot, stand up, like pistol squat, like sorry.
Was she doing it just the way you taught her to on the video?
Yeah, so this video was a bit more
advanced.
But for some reason I saw it and I was like, oh, let me save that for later because I know I can do that. I just like I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna do that later when I'm not so busy, when I have some time, because part of the like video, the girl does what's called a pistol squat, which is where you basically squat with one leg straight out.
Which is a very common move when you do figure skating.
So, yeah, it's like kind of a common...
Are we done with this for now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me...
Oh, because we have another course here.
Yes, well, us fancy girls, man, we have all the courses.
So, I did I'd fall over. Yeah, I did. So, I was like, let me, and I think it was 2 nights ago now. Because it wasn't last night, I don't think. I think it was the night
You
before
didn't do it
last.
last night.
Yeah, no, I think it was the night before last. Because
But
I
it
wasn't
hadn't all
sore
set in by
yesterday.
then.
Yeah. Well, so I'm doing, I go to do it, right? I did not successfully do it by any means. I like pistol squatted, like, it's easy to squat down. You're, going down. So I got down and I had to like try to get back up. And I didn't go figure skating this winter. And I knew I had gotten kind of out of shape and lost a little bit of muscle. But I didn't realize, guys, don't worry, I know all the viewers are leaving. Don't worry, Mom, we'll be right back. So I could not get up in the pistol squat. And I was trying and trying and trying, and I kept like falling over. And so then I was like, oh, let me try the other leg, And no. And immediately I felt the burn like in all the muscles that I should be using to be able to do it. And so I was like, oh no, this is bad. Like, you know how like usually a day or two after you like work out for the first time in a while, you'll be sore or whatever, you'll feel it. I'm like, I'm feeling it in this moment. This is not good. And
Incoming.
so then I trudge up the stairs and I'm like, all right, whatever, all is good. Yesterday I wasn't sore. Today I woke up like I climbed Mount Everest and am in recovery.
I saw her take one step on the steps, and I went, whoa, what was you doing last night, girlfriend, after I went to sleep?
Waddling. And so I'm very sore. My thighs are, and just from those simple, so I gotta start working out a bit, because that's.
So I did whip something up today.
So here's some cake.
That's right. It heals everything.
Yes.
So I'm not sure how exactly to say this.
Christine, literally, that's what I said. Just nothing worse than having to sit on the toilet. That's literally what I said to Mom earlier, and she was like, "Oh, really? I guess you've never really like done like squatty type workouts."
Well, not randomly. I would work up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's Bridgerton, but this apparently I watched some trailers on it, and this is a show that I think I'm gonna love, but I don't have Netflix, and it's on Netflix, but I'm gonna wait because I think they said season 4 is supposed to be dropping like next week, and so I'm gonna get it for 1 month, and I'm gonna watch all 4 seasons and then get off because I can't afford it. But tell me this doesn't look like the picture. Right? So I made these. These are, anybody that watches that show, it's Lady Whistledowns. These are her petite sponge cakes. And so we got the little do it at home kit, and I made them. And look at how lovely. Look at how lovely. I brought forks just in case, because.
Not gonna lie, they made 4 cakes, so we did try the other cakes earlier.
Yeah, it made 4. We had 2 already.
It made quite a mess.
Yeah, and
we tried to eat them like sandwichy last time, so
they actually have 3 in this collection. They are amazing. They're actually,
it's like the best strawberry shortcake ever.
It's actually a Betty Crocker, but look at this beautiful packaging, right?
They were on clearance at Walmart for like $1.75.
Yeah, so if you have a Walmart near you, check out the clearance section. You might have some at yours. Absolutely worth every penny. Worth every penny of it. It is. It was actually, I think, like $1.50 or something. I don't know. I think, but there's 3 different ones in this collection. There's a strawberry scone, a cream puff, and then this like it's called a petite sponge cake. And I'm going to tell you.
We're gonna go try and get,
Hopefully nobody else went in. Nobody's watching this and running down to our Walmart and getting them.
we were gonna run down in the morning and try and get some more because
We bought one of each today. And I actually made a video making this, so I'm going to post that up. And I'm going to tell you what. This one is Betty Crocker. Now, we're not sponsored, as you guys know. But I've done the Dolly Parton, Duncan Hines ones. They're okay. Definitely not worth the money. We love Dolly.
We love Miss Dolly, but
that collab doesn't seem to really work for me. But I'm going to tell you, Betty,
Bridgerton and Betty are doing something.
you got something going on here. And of course, because they're on clearance means that they're not going to have them anymore. I never saw them in our supermarket. And I didn't even realize it was Betty Crocker when I saw. Yes, the strawberry scones sound amazing too. Yeah, we didn't make that one yet.
How cute would these be, like, if we do, like, a little picnic in the yard on a nice summer day? So that's what we want to go get.
Oh, they're lovely.
Another box or two of them. Have them to make middle of July. 'Cause it's got, like, a whipped cream in the middle, and you put them in the fridge, and they're kind of cool, like, refreshing.
Yeah. It comes with the, I think it's kind of almost like, you know that Dream Whip? For anybody that's been around like a million years. I think that was like a precursor to Cool Whip. Well, actually, Cool Whip is non-dairy, and this actually, you add milk to this powder and whip it up, and it turns into amazing whipped cream. You love the wallpaper? It's actually a tapestry, but thank you. 120 in July.
We're in Rhode Island, so we're lucky if we get like 80 or 90.
I don't even think we had a single day hitting 100 last year. We didn't have any triple-digit days last year at all. Not even one. But if you live near a Walmart, and I'm guessing they're probably on clearance everywhere, I'm going to tell you what, go grab yourself a box. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, we did get a lot of rain.
We have, yeah. And, yeah, so we have not had any, water bans or anything like that.
Which, yeah, it was nice because, like, a lot of the plants and stuff stayed nice and green outside.
You don't have to water them as much.
But the last 2 summers, I don't know if it's maybe because I'm getting older, but a lot of people that I know that are my age that were, like, notorious tanners, like, would be, like, out there, oiled up, already dark as crap.
Have tan lines by April 15th.
That's what I mean, like, would be May 1st, already have, like,
tan lines.
Like, a good, like, color going, whatever. Some of them, the last, like, 2 years, barely even got any color. And I'm like, I don't know if that's because we're all getting a little older and they're girls, and so they might be avoiding the sun, trying to, help the skin, avoid skin cancer. But I think it's more to do with the lack of sun and so many rainy days, because, like, literally I didn't even have the option the last, like, few years to tan. Like, it takes a lot for me to be able to tan.
Our winters, yeah, they get cold, but we haven't had really any snow.
You okay today?
And we have a plow.
You okay?
I mean, my sons have the plows and they operate them, and do our snow for us. But I think they plowed. I mean, they have a couple of clients that are also like doctors and stuff and on call. So even if they just get a little snow, they can't risk it turning to ice in case they're on call or something. So some of them, they have to go do, even if it's, 2 inches of snow. But no rain for over 1.5 years in the West? Wow. I don't know what that would be like.
But Tatum is actually a magician. I know you guys might not know this, but she has this trick where she's able to hide ticks really well. I took her for a nice long walk today, and she kept insisting on going in a bunch of long grass. And so I would see like a few ticks on her when she would walk in and out of the grass, because I couldn't see them on her right away because she's so light.
Yeah, and our ticks here are very dark.
And so then we come home, and I give her a full look over. I'm checking in the ears. I'm checking in the armpits.
Carrie made that movie. Yeah.
I'm checking the legs. I'm checking the tummy. I'm checking the other legs. I'm checking this side, that side, this. I check her all up and down for ticks.
Not a tick to be seen.
And I'm like, okay, we got all the ticks off while we were still out on our walk. Like, okay, that's good. And then we're laying in bed for about 10, 15 minutes. And I look over and I see one crawling up her arm. And I'm like, oh my God, because I think they like go in her
They
fur.
or hide between her toes or something.
And then they like emerge. But they kind of like crawl on top of her fur for a while because she's such a little floof.
And she's got really thick hair.
And so there's one tick, and I go, oh my God, okay, let me grab that. And I go to grab it, and I go to grab like my tweezers and my lighter, because I always torch them. And I'm like going to do that, and I see another one, and another one popping up. I'm like, oh no! Ah! So I put the tick down where I can see it on the bed, so I can grab the other ones, because I want them before they bite her.
Yeah.
And stuff. So I'm going over and grabbing them and putting them down on my bed, and then scooping them up with the tweezers, because I don't like to hold them.
This time of year is the time when the ticks usually are the worst, now and then in the fall. So during the summer we never see like any really. So, but we were actually going out, and while we wanted to go for our walks too, we wanted to go check on different spots on the milkweed and things.
And I wanted to try and limber up the old muscles.
And there's that, yeah. And so we went where there would be no stairs.
So the success today was found a sweet little darling, cute little precious, soft as a button, little lovable rug at Walmart.
That was like a find.
It's got a parrot on it. It's got a zebra, an elephant, a giraffe,
a gecko,
some toucans. It's a chameleon.
Oh, chameleon.
I think a zebra.
It does. Yep, it has a zebra.
It's very cute.
Lots of foliage. It's really, really adorable.
And it's like,
and it's big.
And it's like the exact length of or width of the end of my bed. So the other rug I had almost looked like a towel on the floor compared to it.
And it's super soft, and it's got some nice
grip to it.
Grip and
Cushion.
Cushion, that's the word. You know what that means,
Skirt.
Cushion, right?
It was really for Tatum to,
So when she gets up and off, like she won't get on any furniture if there isn't something for her to springboard from.
Like earlier this morning, I forget when there isn't the rug there, because I always have the rug there. I got up from bed and started heading to the bathroom, and she was on the bed, and she just...
Get me
She's
down.
like, you forgot me, because she'll wait, and I'll pick her up and put her down and whatever, and I'll say, she'll go over to the edge of the bed and just wait, like on the floor, and I'll be like, do you need a boost? And she'll look at me and get all excited, like, get me up there, get me up there.
Get that hand side.
And, what are you doing under there? Oh, she found a ball under the couch.
Oh.
She's crawling under the little coffee table under there. You are such a funny little muffin.
But see, I have a very high bed, and so she can't get up on my bed anyway or get down from it. So I always have to pick her up or Meg and put her on my bed. And I never leave her unattended on my bed because I'd never want her to jump down and hurt herself.
Yeah.
But Megan's
she
bed...
She really won't.
No, I think she'd whimper.
At the end of the bed, like...
And so she likes to go under my bed, though. She loves going under my bed. But Meg's got more of like a platform bed, and so there is no under her bed.
It's really only like a foot and a half off the ground.
Yeah, so it's not it's an easy jump up
But
for her.
trust me, it ain't just no mattress on the ground. I paid a pretty penny
Yeah,
for that
it
bed
is.
set. Now, don't you get that confused. I've spent
Yeah.
way more than I should have on that.
Yeah,
It
my
lights
bedroom
up,
set
but
too.
we bit off a little more. We were a little excited when we first moved in. We said,
We gonna get some nice bedroom sets.
yeah, we're gonna treat ourselves. You know, we don't want to get no cheap little frame for bed because that's what we had our beds
Yeah,
on before
yeah.
the previous at the farm for a few years. We said we're gonna treat ourselves, and then slapped those on the credit card and dealt with that for quite a while.
Woo!
I said, "Oh my goodness, why did I spend
Oh my!
$2,000
I
on a
deserve a
bed?
cream puff for that.
Now, what the hell was I thinking?"
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you
and
what.
of course I got the matching dresser. Yeah, sure.
Oh, and all the pieces and parts that go with it. You bet. Oh yeah, and I want that big one so I can get all my fuzzy socks in there.
Thankfully, we went to, where was it, Ashley Furniture or something like that?
Where we actually bought them? It was Cardi's.
Oh. We live in our beds, so why not? No, literally, we're such homebodies. That's how we justify anything we get for the house, or if we buy like pajamas. I'll be like, you know what? I spend so much time at home being comfortable lounging. I might as well buy some nice comfy pajamas to be at home.
If we're not working or doing errands, or on a little day trip adventure or something, we're home.
Which
we're
the
right
adventures
here.
are very few and far between. We
Lately,
like to just be home.
Yeah.
And
that's why, we're working on redoing the yard and everything because we want it to be like, because we spend so much time here. We love being home.
But thankfully, when we were buying the beds and everything, we were like, we should make it matching, make the rooms look nice.
Yeah.
We'll get the matching dresser to go with the bed. We each
the
got
nightstand,
one,
the
whatever.
whole,
And then thankfully we said, let's just stop there because we were gonna get we each just got the beds and the matching dressers, and then we said wait because actually we've only been in the rooms a few times. We don't know the exact measurements.
Yeah.
We were like, we don't want to fill the room with
we got queen size beds. So
And so we were like, we'll hold off. And so thankfully, my nightstand is a $20 ply, cardboard type,
I found
whatever
one
they
that
call it,
almost matched my set exactly at Home Goods.
Yeah.
It you wouldn't know that it wasn't a match. The nightstand that I got to go with mine. But it's funny though. I'm not a big person. Neither is Meg. And our beds are queen size.
And my dog takes up so much.
My bed is so spacious. I have so much room in my bed. Megan's poor bed. I look in there, and Tatum, all 8 pounds of her or whatever takes up her entire bed. Poor Megan's all but falling on the floor.
She does.
She's
so tiny, but she somehow manages to take up so much
the entire
of my bed.
Yeah. You could have a California king, and I swear she'd take up all of that too.
And I'm so glad that I have a witness to this tomfoolery because it's the worst because she'll come right up to me. She'll snuggle. I'll be on I'll be comfortably, but on one side of the bed, closer to the edge and whatever. And she'll come up and cozy like this. She'll push, and then she'll lay like this, the opposite way. I'm like, okay, and then she'll stretch, and then she'll start kicking me, and whatever, and so then I'm like this, what? And she's just sprawled out on the whole bed, and I'm like, how did we get here?
How did we get here is a good question.
How is this little thing kicking me out of bed all the time?
She wants to make sure she has room, you bet.
She's got plenty of room.
And like I said, we have queen size beds, and we're not supersized people that we take up the whole bed ourselves.
I'll show Francesca, I think that's how you say that name, was asking or was saying, now I want to see your bed. I think she was referring to mine because I kept talking about it. When we wrap up the YouTube stream, because I can't really juggle both, I'll take the TikTok stream in.
Oh, okay.
And show my bed really quick, just because, I did pay a good amount for it, might as well show it off. I think the people on YouTube have already seen my bed.
You guys have already been in her bedroom.
if not, let us know in the comments, and I guess we'll show it on
Show
the
it next
YouTube
time.
stream next
Yeah.
time. I don't know.
Yeah.
You'll see if you have me on Patreon on YouTube. You've probably seen my room. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, love our bedrooms. As soon as we moved in, I was like, I'm making this my cave, my domain. It is
My woman cave.
Well, and that's the same with this couch. It was probably a little bit more.
We spent too much on this couch too,
but we said, during the winter time, where is our butt?
And where we
And it's planted
It's
on
so
the couch
comfortable.
in the living room.
And it's a very unique shape, so it
Fits in the
fits
we have a
perfect.
weird shaped living room kind of. And so sometimes you can justify things in the home that might be a little bit of a splurge if
you use your home.
a nice couch is a good investment. You guys
Yeah.
get it. You get it. You know what we're talking about. But yeah, it definitely makes it a difference to have a nice couch, because then you want to spend more time in the living room, and you want to.
The problem is though, it's almost too comfortable. In the winter, sometimes we'll have the fireplace going, and we'll turn a movie on,
And we'll be asleep in like 5 minutes.
because it's so comfortable, and both of us can literally sprawl out on it, and there's plenty more room.
And Tatum cuddles up
Yeah.
on it too. Not sponsored by wherever we got this couch.
Thank you. It's actually
The
a
couch
rose.
might be
It's a
from Ashley's.
tapestry. It's just a tapestry. It's a rose garden.
So today's success was the cute little rug that I got. Oh, I can show you guys that too.
Oh yeah, you get to see her rug too in her bedroom. Don't forget to make sure she shows you that.
And the fail of the day was kind of the mozzarella balls, but hey, you live and you learn.
It was also the car washing thing.
The car washing thing was also a fail of the day.
But I do have the
Hi.
receipt, and I got it on clearance, but it was it was missing a part, and so I am one of those people that I return things.
Well, and the thing is, one of my friends, because I posted about it on Snapchat, hoping, because I was like, wait a minute, like, how do I attach this hose? Sometimes I play Damsel in Distress on Snapchat, because I have a handful of, like, blue-collar men on there that
Kind of come to your aid.
Well, no, like, they can just kind of, give me free advice on how to, like, fix things. And as a woman, as a single woman, some of the best advice, don't come to me for advice, truly, but some of the best advice I can give you as a single woman in her 20s is have a lot of guy friends that work in different trades.
Yes.
Have some plumber friends, have some
auto
electrician
mechanic
friends,
yeah.
have some auto mechanic, have
Yeah.
some construction friends, have some carpentry friends.
Have a well-rounded group of friends.
Because then, like, when it's, like, really small stuff, too, then you don't have to, like, pay someone to, like, come out.
Yeah.
Big fee. Like, they can come over and be like, oh, my God, I can make you some cookies in exchange for, quick fix. Not saying that I've done that
Guys
before.
love that. Guys love that.
So I posted on Snapchat with the car wash thing today, and I was like, oh, my God, like, wait, like...
Is there a way we can
how
still
do
do this?
How do I connect this hose to this thing? Like, oh, my God. And one guy did reply and was like, off to Lowe's you go. And I was like, no, I think I might just return it. But he didn't give me too much more information after that. But I think there might be some way, like, we could probably just buy the piece that's missing, the, like, attachment, like, whatever.
There goes all the money we saved by buying it on clearance.
But, so that's what it's like, well, how much is that piece? Are we talking, like, a $6 piece? Are we talking a $16 piece?
Yeah.
Are we talking
I'm talking, we'll just keep our eyes out for another one on clearance, but check the parts before you leave the store.
Yeah.
And just use our bucket for now.
Yeah, well, so then Mom's like, well, I guess we'll just wash it the old-fashioned way then. And I'm like, darling, these thighs aren't washing nothing right now.
No, they ain't been doing
I
nothing.
ain't doing none of this. Wax on, wax off.
Just
I
saying.
ain't doing none of that.
Yeah. But, Megan can be pretty handy, too, speaking of which. Like, I mean, we
Don't tell him I'm a witch. You just gotta tell him I'm handy.
Yeah, handy.
Yeah.
We had our back sliding doors. We were having to put like a stick in there because the lock wasn't working.
There wasn't a handle on our back door for
Meg took a look
a
at
long
that and
time.
said, "You know, I think we can fix it." Now we had already had people over that are like in the construction
There's
world.
men in our lives that were over the house and had seen that there was no handle on our back door. We had one, and then the lock broke, and then a nail screw, something fell out, and all of a sudden it just all fell off.
There wasn't.
And then
There wasn't.
A bunch of pieces one day, and so I walked my little honey into the Home Depot.
And I went with her in case she needed my help.
And you know what had happened? I bought a door handle, and I came home, and it was the wrong one.
No.
Yeah, so then I went back to the Home Depot, and I bought the right one, and then I attached it.
All came together.
Once I had the right one, it went on real quick.
Because we wanted it to go right back in the holes it came out of. We didn't want to have to be like getting...
Drilling no new holes.
No, we didn't want to be holy or nothing.
Yeah.
We just wanted to recycle the holes that were already there.
There was already holes in place. Just needed to get a door handle that was just the
proper
same shape,
one.
the same curvature as the one.
And the handle had to be on the same side.
Right.
And everything.
Right.
But now, she fixed it just like...
That is something I did fix.
She's hung up some curtain brackets.
All the curtains in this house.
Every bracket.
I've hung them up.
She hung up every one of them brackets. She's a bracket girl. Resume building, girlfriend. See? So you don't always need a guy.
No. I got these big hands. I better put them to use.
Yeah, look at how big them hands are.
I got these
look at how much bigger they are than mine.
I got these big old hands. I ought to be handy.
Handy. That's right. Hand and D.
I mean, look at this.
Look at that.
Does your hand cover your whole face? No! Oh my God! Wait, no, literally, line. Your shit don't cover. Oh my God!
It goes halfway up my forehead.
I told y'all, my hands are huge.
That or mine are small.
Or I got a real small face.
Or mine are just really small that you're comparing it to.
No.
You got kind of large feet to match.
No,
look. They go halfway up your... That's how it goes on my face.
Do I got a little face or something?
That's how it goes on mine too, look. See?
No, look at, we are full.
Mine fits the same on my face as it fits on your face. But see, your hand fits differently. Our faces are the same. Well, I'm telling you.
That's not the argument. The argument, I got these big old hands.
Look at that.
I can palm my face. Can y'all palm your faces?
Well, that's a good basketball or piano.
Yes,
fingers.
I can palm a basketball.
See, I can't do that. I can't be doing that.
My feet are a size 10.
And I wear 6. So maybe these are 6 hands and those are 10 hands.
It makes so much sense now. Oh my God, that's why I'm good at handstands. I got all this platform.
See, you do. Look at you.
It's like
balance. Look. Oh.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I just realized that.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I'm real good at handstanding no more because I ain't done it since last summer, and we know.
Well, you know, you might want to warm up to it. Don't just be going and doing it right off the bat like you were trying to do, swinging and you're shooting and doing all your things, because then
shoulder workouts.
She won't even be able to climb 2 stairs.
I gotta stretch a little bit.
There we go.
Before I go standing on my hands.
Stretch it out.
Both could be on TV. SNL's good. Yeah, Saturday Night Live, if you want to give us a call.
Yeah.
We have phones, so they might ring.
Yeah, we don't work for just like food or something. Like, I just see people with them
need
signs
some
saying they work.
money.
Yeah, we work for food. We don't do
Saturday
that.
Night
But you know what? We
Live.
would work for a hot tub Because we wouldn't mind that. We'd work for a hot
Yeah,
tub.
Saturday Night Live. If you want to get us a hot tub at our house, at our location,
You have to deliver it. Yeah.
It's got to be
We don't want to come and use yours. Yeah, we
I
want
gotta be able to tub.
so we can be reusing
I gotta be able to be hot in my own tub.
She likes the tub.
You know what I'm saying?
She's a tub girl.
Yeah.
She's always been a tub girl.
Yeah, I've always liked to make some ass soup.
Yeah, sometimes I there's been times sometimes that I thought you might be part mermaid. I did. I did. I thought she's gonna start sprouting them little gills
Stop it right now.
and like her little feet were gonna turn into like a little.
You just saying that.
No, for real.
You're just saying
for real.
that.
This
Oh
girl,
my
she
God.
loved being in that tub, man.
You thought like maybe I had gills or something?
Something like that.
Oh
my God.
You thought I was a fish? You bitch.
Not like the time that hit our car.
Are you saying that I smell?
No, and that could have been your offspring that hit on our car.
Oh my God.
That was scary.
That's
we told
crazy.
if you missed that, go back and watch our story yesterday from yesterday's
Yeah,
live.
our car got hit with a fish.
We did, and we thought it was like incoming. Right, snap down on that top of that roof of the hood. No, that's not the hood. The roof of the car. That was scary.
I'm like a bird. I want to swim away.
I know. I was thinking maybe we should wear helmets when we're driving in the car, just in case another fish comes.
No, we just gotta keep the windows up.
Yeah, and we don't have a sunroof because we don't have like that kind of rich
Hey,
money.
maybe they should start calling them fish roofs.
Oh. Wow. We could do
Or a hatch.
I wonder if we do.
What do they call it? Don't they call that on a
Oh,
boat?
right,
A
yeah.
hatch?
Oh, yeah. We need
Open
a
up
car
the
with a
hatch.
hatch. Yeah, there you go. Well, I wonder if we did a DNA, if there would be like some kind of like, like swimming DNA there. I mean, she is a
I
good
don't like
swimmer
where you're
and all.
going with this joke. I wish you would stop it.
Okay, I'll stop it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, like, you guys already make too many jokes about me being adopted, and I don't need to find out that, like, oh my God, you know that movie, The 13th Year?
No.
What if that's me?
What's the 13th?
Oh my God, my dad had a boat when I was a little kid. What if oh my God, it's this movie.
You probably have nightmares now.
It's a movie, and this mermaid has a baby, and I don't know why, I guess couldn't afford the abortion, so she gave it up for adoption.
Oh.
And, hold on, I'm so sorry about this. Sorry, that's my tail trying to come out.
Oh my God! She's trying to blow bubbles out her butt. Bubbles out her butt and everything. That was so funny.
That's my gills. They're just a little dry right now.
That's a fish fart.
That's my gills saying, girl, you better get in some water quick.
She's trying to breathe.
I'm suffocating over here. So
That was pretty good one though.
So-
Sounded like you were blowing bubbles.
have y'all seen The 13th Year? I think that's what the movie's called. And the mermaid lady, she has this baby, and she puts it on like this little net in this boat, and she just kind of leaves it.
Wow.
And this normal couple, like the mermaid's baby has legs though, and so this
kind of like a tadpole.
no legs. I said.
They
Were
sprout
you
little
stupid?
legs. Yeah, I know. It goes from tadpole and then it sprouts out legs like nothing.
No, the legs came before the tadpole.
Oh.
So they find this baby on their boat, and they're like, "Oh my God, we've been wanting a baby. Let's just."
We just keep this.
I guess they just kept it and said, "Oh my God, it's just our baby now."
Yeah, because that's
But
like
then-
when we have fish falling from the
Then,
sky. They
but
do
then
too.
when the baby turned 13, it started swimming, and it found its mom again. It's a merman.
Oh.
But it didn't happen until he turned 13.
Oh, that's
And
like
what
that,
if that's
a
me?
teenager. Oh my gosh, you have a birthday coming up.
Because you guys say that I'm, like, adopted sometimes, and, like, what if, like, you guys just, like, found me
Found
on your
in
boat one day? Is that where I came from?
The stork puts
I ain't
you
never
there.
seen no pictures of you pregnant.
The stork puts you there on the boat.
I ain't never seen no pictures of you pregnant with me.
No?
Guys.
You mean I wore them maternity clothes for nothing?
No, yeah, I've lived Mom's lived all over, but I lived in Rhode Island my whole life.
I've lived all over, yeah.
I'm gonna need you to start pulling up some pictures where you're pregnant with me.
Okay. I can tell you,
'Cause this
after I
whole-
had you, I got rid of every stitch of them maternity clothes and said, I'm done.
Cause this whole like, oh, you were breech and I think that was all a lie. I think you came up with that because I was just placed
Sounded
on
like
the
a good
boat.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it more believable.
Well, you know, I try
I'm not
to be
believing
believable.
it. I'm not believing it.
All them stories too. Gosh,
Not-
well, I
not
wasted my
one-
time on all them
Not
stories.
one bit. Not.
Dag nabbit.
Yeah. Guys, we are getting down to the real truths here.
Well, so you think I'm your real mother or your adopted mother? Like I found you on, I'm the finder.
What if my real dad is Dr. Phil?
Oh shit. Doctor.
We'll be right back.
Are you afraid you're gonna be bald or something?
Okay. Well, guys, I'm so glad we all went down this rabbit hole together.
Yeah, I know. I know, and this is why we're only allowed to come live like 2 or 3 days a week because
All of a sudden we go, wow, it's been an hour. What the hell did we just talk about?
I know, but you know, people would think that we're so amazing that we would be like so viral. We'd have so much competition. The paparazzi would be like crazy out there. That's why we have to limit it to 2 to 3 times a week. That's it that we can come live.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that. Yeah.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
You got it now?
I'm gonna go to my room.
Oh, you gotta take them to your room, you promised.
Yeah, I did. So thank you. If you're on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little fart I did.
I did. I was like right here, like downwind and all,
I
but
hope you were listening real good with your ears real good.
no, you can play it back because we're gonna post this live up on our YouTube, and you want to hear it again. You just play it back over and over again. Just turn your earbuds up really loud, though.
Francesca said, I'm talented. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know how to do accents out of my mouth and my ass. It's just...
Yeah, she's not gonna tell you what language that one was she used tonight out of her hindside.
Some might call me the full package.
Oh yeah, full all the way around, every bit. Just saying. Just saying.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You saying?
So thanks for watching. If you're here on the YouTube, we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, but I just gotta tell you guys one little secret. You guys want to hear a secret? Even though Megan thinks that I found her on a boat, I know. And I know that next Wednesday, 1 week from today, is her birthday.
It's not. It's not a week from today.
It's 1 week from today is your birthday.
Ooh, serious.
I was there. See, she doesn't even think I was there. And I was there.
But it's not the 1st, and my birthday's on the 7th. You telling me it's
What?
a week till my birthday?
What'd you say?
Today is not the 1st, and my birthday is on the 7th.
What's the calendar
That's why I don't
say?
understand Roman numerals or the Egyptian calendar.
What does your calendar say when you pulled it up? What day does it say your birthday is?
Next week?
On what day?
This day?
On this very day, this Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
See, I told you so. I told her so.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Tatum wants to
It's
say
1 week
goodbye.
till her birthday.
My birthday
So-
is 1 week away.
That's right.
I ain't got no plans. I ain't got no boyfriend.
But we got Tatum.
But I got this gorgeous little daughter here.
And she's
My doctor. She's my little doctor.
Oh, you see the loving she's giving you?
You don't like that word, doctor? You don't like daughter, but she's my doctor. I don't know. It sounds like doctor.
Something like that. But anyhow, all of our YouTube friends,
So you gotta quit eating all the little crumbs off the table.
you make
you
sure
little
that you're
goblin.
following us and you're just, hitting all them bells and whistles so it lets you know when we come live and post up videos and do all that stuff. and there you have
Yeah,
it.
maybe we'll we might come on live like the day before my birthday.
Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, cause I don't know. Well, I don't know what we're doing on my birthday. I might not want to come live on my birthday. I might not want to like sit here. I might want to do something else on my birthday.
So, but we'll be on next Tuesday and possibly Wednesday. But just in case, make sure you tune in here on Tuesday, next Tuesday on May 6th, so that you can all come in and say happy birthday, and you can happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to Megan.
Because last time I think we went live on my birthday, and even less people showed up than usual, and I was like, this is insulting.
Yeah.
And so,
did you guys all mark your calendars?
like, usually we have a little crew, little gang, little squad, little, pack, and it was like even less people, and I was like, oh my god,
What are
what
they?
the heck, guys? Who else are you hanging out with on my birthday?
Right? Like,
it's kind of
we're gonna uninvite you.
yeah, you're not coming to my party next year. So.
No.
Okay. Bye, YouTube.
See you later.
Bye.